Hey, good morning. I'm back on the Chickahominy River. We got incoming tide today for the morning for a few hours, and then we should have a pretty good day after that with falling tide. It's the easiest one to fish. So water temperature's 76 degrees, air temp's like 60. It's pretty nice out. We can try some topwater. Got a jig out, mag draft, chatterbait, typical. So let's see if we can catch some fish. Really? Gross. Well, never caught a catfish on a mag draft before. This is the first time for everything. Get off of there. Nasty. And here's the first mishap of the day. There's always at least one, so hope you enjoy.
Wilson.
So like I said in the video at the beginning, the tide's incoming right now, meaning that it's pushing up in the shallows, so it's where the fish should be. So all this emergent vegetation sticking up, just flipping a 1 ounce weight with a creature bait. I believe it's a missile bait, it's a D-bomb, and some sort of green pumpkin. Pretty much only throw green pumpkin and black and blue. That's really all I think you need. And then 55-pound braid. Let's try that again. Go. Alright, so I put down the mag draft and the chatterbait. Got him right in the top of the mouth. 1 ounce weight. Just flip it around. These clumps, and this came right off, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a stump right there. Not a big fish, but you know, it would count. Let's catch some more. Well, he's not huge, but he's a certified frogfish. There we go. Oh, it's about time. bigger fish. It's probably the smallest fish I've ever caught on a full-size frog. Oh, come on, hit it. Yeah, there's fish in here. That fish had swiped at the frog like 3 times, wouldn't eat it. 2 other fish missed it. I tried trimming the legs, but I just couldn't get them to eat it all the way. At this point in the video, the tide had started falling, so I was starting to look for hard cover. Just like here's some posts in front of me that were a little bit out from the bank, so there'd still be water over them as the tide was falling. Usually the fish like to stick to that type of thing. This afternoon's been tough. Not normally that excited for a fish this small. Yay, fish. Keep at it. Tide's right now, so should already persevered, I guess, through the incoming tide. We're in like the last 3 hours of the outgoing, so should pick up. So as I mentioned, it's in the last 3 hours of the falling tide. It's really when it starts to stop moving so much. On my left here, there's just a hydrola edge that I'm throwing different baits on, but I got a wacky rig Senko that unfortunately you have to go to sometimes when fishing's a little bit tough, but I'm just rotating between that and a frog and a chatterbait and just seeing where I can get bit. It's usually more important to be around fish than what you're throwing. So I'm just trying to cover as much water as I can. He's not huge, but he's angry. Come on, buddy. He's not bad either. Shoot, he's hooked way back. Pretty decent fish though. There's actually a trick to this. If his mouth was bigger, this would be easier. Alright. Got it out without hurting him. Just took longer than I wanted it to. So the trick is that you just stick, yeah, he did have some residue on there, but you just stick your finger, keep your line tight and stick your finger in so that your hook point goes on your finger. This hook's a little bit big for it, but the long shank helps, but then it just digs into your finger. You just push in, it'll pop out of them, and you just pull it out. You just keep your line tight. Just don't hook yourself, and it feels really weird when your finger goes in the crushers. For those that don't know, the crushers are those things in the back of their throat that crush the food. So let's try to catch some more fish. Bleeding, it's right in your tongue. But you gotta go. Well. A lot of those little guys back here. Like some more of the first one that I caught. I'll try this for a little bit longer, but we're gonna have to move to something with bigger fish. Better than those dinks, but still not huge. Yep, yep. Come on, buddy. Cooperate. I'll get you back in the water. Probably still technically a dink. Finally a fish on a chatterbait. Fishing grass line, last 2 hours falling tide. Yes. Guess what? It's not huge, but it's significantly bigger than those fish we're catching on the wacky rig. Right in the tongue too. Jeez, buddy. You did a number on yourself. Pretty decent fish. Nothing huge, but all right, let's catch some more. Anyway, I'll probably leave that on there just because I am not trying to make myself look perfect by any means. Yep, decided to slow down where I caught that fish on chatterbait. Pull the blow guy for something a little bigger, but keep going. Made a big move and working our way back south. The tide's really low, so I stopped eating chatterbait after I lost that one good one. So I'm just, it's almost slack tide, so I'm just playing finesse. Here I'm just targeting boat docks, laydowns, whatever I can find, hard cover. It's pretty much absolute low tide, or at least 15 minutes beforehand, so just trying to pick up fish here and there. That's not a bad fish. Low tide, tight to cover, wacky rig. Yeah. Right in the mouth. Alright, let's let that guy go. I'll go catch some more. Overall, I would say it was a pretty good day on the water. Caught majority of my fish on a wacky rig, but that's just what happens sometimes on tidal water. I don't know if I really captured how much boat traffic is. It's also that time of year, and there were tons of other boats fishing, including the one that kind of cut me off. That was a little close. I don't know if I'd start working down the bank that far in front of somebody, but I hope this is helpful, and I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.